Sometimes I feel like hitting people with stones. Introducing Minecraft, where you can hit people with stones as much as you want. I used to have ED because I was not doing enough life-threatening activities. But then my stepmom recommended me Minecraft, and my life has changed forever. Now I hit people with stones, and the cops are looking for me day and night. Minecraft, changing lives. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of I still don't know what we're gonna call this series, but anyway, as you can see, we've made some progress over here. But first off, these trees. I absolutely love these. I love how they turned out to be. Don't you guys think I'm getting better at trees? I mean, just look at this thing. It looks so good. Look at that. There's branches all over the place, and recently I've been trying to add a lot of branches using logs, and it really looks good. It makes it feel more realistic. And this tree over here is kind of leaning over to the road because it doesn't have enough room to branch off to the other side. It also kind of made some realistic sense, so I kind of made it that way. I also added these full snow blocks to the edges of the terrain here. I think that looks kind of neat because when in real life it snows, it covers up the entire terrain, right? Without leaving any weird lines or dirt in the middle. So that's what I was trying to achieve. And I think it looks good. As you can see, I've also been doing it over here and over here to kind of make the mountainside feel snowier. And look at this part, right? As you step up, you look at this tree, and I love how much character this just one tree gives to this place. And then, of course, there's a wheat field shining in the sunlight, looking absolutely glorious. Man, I wish Minecraft had corn as well because cornfields just look amazing. Have you seen cornfields in real life? Look at that! Isn't that gorgeous? But anyway, guys, let's get to work now. And if anything seemed fishy last episode, that's because it was. You see this mountain over here? It's all handmade. The front faces, at least. And everything was going well until I realized that it was not big enough. So then I just built a platform for the time being and called it a day. But now, I want to turn this platform into a cliff face. So why don't we do that in the form of a montage? Montage. Now that's looking nice. So look at this, alright? This over here is spawn. So you spawn into the world and boom, that's your first impression. Pretty cool, right? Even though it's clearly not done yet. You see, both the edges of the mountain are unfinished because as of now, I do not know where I'm gonna lead them into. So I just did not do them. But hey, we'll get there eventually. But for now, I'm feeling trees. So I got my resources in place. I really hope that's enough. But let's get building some trees. Here's what I'm thinking. I want a giant pine tree right about here. Now, for me, the placement of the trees is dependent on how they look from the front, right? Like when you're walking down the farmland path over there, and for that, they really need to be tall. So it's gonna be a tall pine tree. And then from time to time, I think we can have these singular log blocks sticking out the main trunk over here, just to represent some branches. And I think that's too tall. Let's cut that short. Now I'm just eyeballing this because I didn't count any blocks or anything. And take my word on take my word on this. Okay, eyeballing always works. If you're landscaping or making organic shapes, just eyeball it and it almost always works. So I put the trunks down. Now let's see how skilled my eyeballs are. Beautiful. You see this, you see this is what I'm talking about. Eyeballing always works. Just listen to me. Look at how cool that is. I mean, it's gonna be cooler when it's done. So I'll get this done and I'll see you guys in a bit. At this point, I was thinking of building something like this. And then alright, so I tore the abomination of a tree down and rebuilt it this way. I decided to stick to the bushy kind of designs that I make because the scanty ones, I just can't, I can't do that. I'm sure in the near future we're gonna learn to make those ones too, but for now I'm just gonna stick to this bushy style. So I'll go get this done and I'll see you guys in a bit. And there we have it, guys, looking absolutely epic. Look at how cool that looks, fading away in that fog over there, making it look super far from us. You know what? I think the fog is one of the most ambient features in the vanilla game. There's of course the sunset and the nighttime, but being in survival mode just doesn't give you the luxury to enjoy times like those. And of course it's getting dark as we speak, so let's go to bed. You know, my grandma used to say that whatever happens, happens for good. And boy, was she right. Imagine if we had settled for that smaller cliff face that we made. None of this would be the same. And we'd never get a chance to see this beautiful mountain that we made. There are also a couple of other things I added, like this storage shed at the back over here. It's for the farmers to be able to store their harvest nice and safely. Hence the reason it's raised from the ground, so when it rains, the moisture doesn't get in very easily. Ample of space inside, so I can actually use it to store the house instead of it just being for aesthetics. So it adds more functional value to the build, and that's always a nice thing. But anyways, now I'm gonna cast a spell. A powerful one. So prepare yourself for what's about to happen. O Holy One, from the power that thou hast bestowed upon me, I cast this land! From thine sacred grounds, the sorcerer's dwelling shall emerge! That took a lot of energy. Oh my god. But look at that. It's here. I can see it. Let's try and get there. Wow. That's spectacular. And it might as well be the largest structure in the area. Apparently, some creatures have been sacrificed, and the remnants of my spells remain. That's hot. Perhaps this scorching debris is the outcome of the friction that was caused between the land. I hope it cools down soon, so I can clean it. Now let's take a look at what we have on the inside. Wow, we have like a garden in here. The Mage is sure gonna be living a peaceful life. Look at how beautiful this place is. Over here, I guess, is the watchtower that's in the front over there. Yep, sure it is. Look at how far we can see. And that's so good from a defensive point of view. You can see everyone who's approaching towards you. Oh, and magic crystals too? For sure, for sure. Look at that. That's gonna give you so much power, trust me. And there's some of them on the front too. This place is just epic. I'm absolutely loving how this place looks, folks. Huh? What? How did that get in? How did I must kill it. Must kill it. It's probably a wizard in disguise. Whew, it's gone now. Thank God. Something that I was wondering about is this place actually furnished? It's not. I'm gonna have to do that by hand. And look at the statue, right? It's been catching my eye ever since we came here. And he has this like shiny spear that he's holding. I do remember hearing stories of warriors that came down from the skies. They had spears made out of light itself. This kind of reminds me of those stories. But anyway, guys, with that, I shall bid you all farewell. And until next time, my name has been Hoviedo. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.